Hey, it's Lauren with Bead Box Bargains. Today we're going to take a look at some of the new upcoming items we have coming up on the site from today, the 29th of April, through about May 3rd. Friday we should have most all of these listed. So first of all, we've got some really fun agate Z beads. These are styled after ancient Tibetan beads, and they are made through a complicated and time-intensive dyeing and heating process that creates these really fun patterns. So we've got some faceted rounds and a strand of rounds, and then we've got a bunch of these barrels. And these are going to vary a lot. We've got two different types. We've got this kind of orangey rust brown type color, and you can see there's a lot of variation in the different tones in these. They're beautiful. And then we've got this green brown color as well, where you've got everything from like this light green to a dark olive green. You can have swirl patterns. They're agate, so they vary a lot. They are dyed and heat treated, and they're just a really neat sort of ancient looking bead. So we don't have a ton, but we did get some in. They're really fun. We'll also have back in stock some of our most popular links. These are 18 karat gold over brass, and they were in, I believe was it last April's box? It's been a minute since we've had them in though. They are 5 links, 5 different flowers attached. They've got some great motion to them. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and they'll come 2 to a pack. And we have a similar product here that is 3 flower links. And these will both graduate in size from small to large, and you'll have a hole or a loop on the back and then a hole at the top. So these are really fun for spring and summer designs, anywhere you want a little extra flowery pizzazz. We also have some brass and cubic zirconia links. Look at these little fans, the little tiny crystals, so cute. And then we have these cute little flowers too. We also are getting some magnetic flower clasps in. These are a zinc-based alloy, and they've got a little notch and hole to keep them lined up, which I really like. These are great little clasps, and we'll have them in gold and silver. So really like these little floral clasps. They're not going to want to sit nicely next to each other, but that's okay. We've also got some cute enameled fan beads that I wanted to show you, just because the hole on them is a little different. You've got like a loop here and a little hole on the back. These are so colorful and neat. Just a little something different. We also are getting in some gemstone links that we've had in the past. These are nice if you're making a lot of like looped wire jewelry, a lot of eye pins, a lot of links, you can get these like pre-made links, and we'll have them in both this strawberry quartz and a lovely peach moonstone. Oh, and then we've also got them in this like black onyx obsidian. I'll look at exactly what type of material it is before I list them. But yeah, so we've got lots of fun links and bits and pieces coming up. Next, I'm going to show you some of my favorite shell pearls. So shell pearls are probably my favorite imitation pearl. They are made with usually a glass seed inside them, and then they are coated with layers and layers of a mother of pearl and I'm not sure what the other part is, maybe epoxy type lacquer. But so they coat it multiple times in an imitation of the way that natural pearls are created. And the result is just a lovely, lovely shiny pearlescent bead. And I think they look a lot more realistic than glass pearls. They have a really nice heft to them. The finish is a lot stronger because it's so multi-layered. And they come in a wide variety of gorgeous colors. We've got a whole bunch of beautiful ones in, from I'm making a lot of noise over here with them. Sorry about that. From these sort of lighter pastels to the more mauve colors. Look at those. Just so pretty. And we'll have these in 8mm and 6mm. We'll have the white and 10mm. Here you can see at the top. But yeah, they're so pretty. And the way freshwater pearls have been skyrocketing in price lately, I very much appreciate having an affordable alternative that is as high quality and lovely as these are. So I'm just throwing them around everywhere. So we'll have these coming up this week. I also wanted to show you, I also got this black color. So with shell pearls, usually there are two different styles. There are the ones that are lean heavy on the pearl and the ones that are more like shell. So, and they just have such a shiny, glossy, almost lacquer-like finish. And these jet black are a really good example of that. I love those. The really pearly pearl ones are generally my favorites, but sometimes the like vivid colored, more shell type ones are really gorgeous as well. So we'll have all of these coming up for you very shortly. Let me show you the 6mm too here. Aren't they just so pretty? Love, love, love my shell pearls. Look at those. Gorgeous. And here you can see we've got pretty much all the same colors, but in a smaller 6mm size. And again, we've got those super glossy jet black and then the more traditional pearls. Look at this pale pink. So pretty. So yeah, we'll have all those up this week for you. Be great for Mother's Day jewelry, any kind of spring and summer designs when you want a little pearly touch. Next, we have some shell beads. We've got these fun natural shell chips. And then we have some freshwater pearl strands, or sorry, freshwater shell strands. Misspoke there. But they're just this great, very beachy white. And then we have them in a cream 8mm as well. Let me show you those here. So these are natural, and then these white ones are probably going to be bleached, although not necessarily always with shell. I'll take a look at the codes and make sure before I list them. But I got some beautiful freshwater shells, and then we also have some dyed shell. We have these great pink 8mm beads. Look at those. So vivid. And then we've got some itty bitty little beads in bright colors. Got this great like seafoam green, this really pretty blue, and then some purple too. So just some really pretty shells coming up. And we also do have these bamboo coral disc beads. I don't buy coral a lot, and when I do, it's going to be bamboo coral, which is dyed because it is more renewable. And generally when I do, it's also going to be a closeout lot that was already produced and basically will just go to waste otherwise. So I like to try to be a little careful about when and where and how I buy coral beads, because I'm just always concerned about ecological implications. But they are really beautiful, and the bamboo coral especially. You got that dyed red color. You're not using an endangered species or anything. So those are very pretty, very nice. But again, you won't see a lot of coral in our store. And next we have some pressed shell flower beads. So these are made with powdered shell mixed with a binding agent, most likely resin, and you get this really fun powdery shell finish in these beautiful colors. This is a mixed bag. You'll get 4 pieces, slightly different mix in every bag, but a lot of them will have colors similar to those. And then we've also got bags that are going to have the same colors in them. We've got a pale pink and then a deeper mauve pink, and then this great like creamy orange, like a dreamsicle mix, and then this pretty pale blue. So I really like these pressed shell flowers. They're very spring, they're very fun, and they look lovely with the other shell beads. Look at those. And they are detailed on both sides and drilled top to bottom like that. All right, so the next thing we're going to look at is some check glass. We've got some beautiful new check flower beads in. So let's take a look at those. All right, so the first thing I wanted to show you is we got these triple flower coin beads in, which I think are really fun. And they have this beautiful wash finish, so you get some great detail on the little embossed flowers. And they are double-sided. And we'll have them in these 7 gorgeous colors. We also have more of the pressed glass Hawaiian flowers coming in 8mm. And I'm going to leave, they're sold by 10 pieces, but I'm going to leave one in the bag so they're easier to put away. And we've got a bunch of different colors with some great shiny metallic finishes on them. Those pink and gold are so pretty. And here we have a lovely darker pink with sort of a champagne lustery finish on there. And here, I'll show you these turquoise too. They're so pretty. These are great summer colors too. Very bright, very vivid. Just so gorgeous. Here's the turquoise with the gold. And then we also have these bright golden yellow ones. I love these. This is one of our more popular shapes. And these colors are just brilliant. We've also got a new style of the larger ones coming in, the 14mm, where you've got this great turquoise with, looks like maybe a travertine wash. Again, I will look at the codes and get all the details when I am listing them. This is a fun flower. It kind of gives me like 80s flower power. Is that 80s? I don't even know. I'm showing my age here. I am a child of the 90s, so it's before my time. But anyway, very groovy. And here we have some of this popular rustic flower shape with a great copper wash over this pretty pink and white swirl. We've also got some daylilies in a beautiful orange. I love the Picasso, and then you've got the really pale blue wash over top. These are a fun shape for earrings. They're fun to use for bead caps. There's a lot of different things you can do with this shape. And then we'll also have some mixed beads. You see these are our tulip bud shape, but it's a completely random mix. So it's a good way to get a lot of different colors at a low price point. Every single bag is going to be different. So I think those are really fun. And then after that, we're going to get in a bunch of new bead caps. We'll have some restocks. You might recognize some of them from earlier, some that we haven't had for a really long time. I'm going to stick one of those back in the bag again, just so I can put it away a little more easily. But we'll have these really big, bold bead caps. And we have a lot of bead caps and cones in. Again, these will be 4 pieces, but I'm just showing you 3. These are neat. It's a really big swirly bead cap. And cones like these are also great for multi-strand designs. You can kind of gather up your strands inside the cones for a neater finish. So I like to use them for that, as well as they make really fun earrings. Like you put one of those 10mm pearls under that and just make a really cool drop. These are also great for multi-strand, especially if you've got like a bunch of seed bead strands that you want to connect. They're really big and wide. So, but also pretty lightweight. You can tell these are actually going to be a little bit heavier. The cones are. So those are nice, again, for big necklaces. And we've got some fun caps for big beads too. Look at these. They look kind of like seaweed to me, or wispy willow frond type deal. I don't know. They're pretty. I like those. Again, I love nature vibes. I think those are a lot of fun. And we have a lot of our more standard smaller bead caps coming back in stock too. Some shapes that I really like are like these 6-pointed little bumpy ones. They just have that great little dotted detail at the bottom, and they're really versatile. You can use them on 6mm, 8mm, 10mm beads, and they look great. So really like these. We'll have a whole bunch of bead caps coming. I don't have time to show you all of them, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea. These are another tiny bead cap that I really, really like just for adding a little bit of detail. They've got like that rope accent swirl, and then your 6 or 7, looks like 7 little dots around the edge. So, like those. Anyway, yeah, lots of caps coming to the site. Here's a slightly less giant version of the swirly leaf. That'll work well, it looks like, on like a 10mm bead. I like those a lot too. It's a lot of different caps coming up. Oh, and I did want to show you these because I really like them, and I think they go well with April's box. That's these little viney links, little like swirled branch links. I really love these. I've used them a lot in my designs. I like them for earrings. They hang really nicely when you're putting them on an earring. So those are some favorites too. So yeah, lots of new bead caps coming, and also some spacer beads towards the end of the week. I'll show you a few of those here if we've still got some room. Move these out of the way so I can, after I dump them everywhere. Yay. These are interesting, these really, really giant square dells. So you could hang them, like put some wire through them and do like links. Lots of different things. You could use it as a pendant. You could use it as a really, really large bead and a really, really large design. Just some different possibilities there. We'll get some of our more classic spacers, like these coins. I really like them. Very classic, ornate feel. We also, and I was really hoping these would have come in last month ahead of Easter, but they did not. But by popular request, we do also have a bunch of our cross beads back in stock. I love getting these in when I can. I really like these slightly stylized, kind of hammered look beads. They are drilled top to bottom. Those are pretty. And we'll have them in silver too. So yeah, if you've been waiting for those, they are coming back in. Also, these are neat. We have these single to triple strand beads. And these cones, again, are great for if you want to make a multi-strand, like you run all 3 pieces of tiger tail come up and through the top, and you can kind of like unify them in a bundle there to put your clasp and stuff on, or however you want to do it, thread, whatever way you want to use them. But they're great for making single to multi-strand designs. So I really like those. Again, just something different, and they'll come 6 pieces to a pack. Some really neat little random spacers. You can get a whole ton in, but we got great deals on what we did, so you'll see some good prices. Look at these butterflies. So cute. Little swirly wings. Love those. All right. Well, if we get through all this and we still have time, we've also got some toggle clasps in the photo studio right now, and you might see a few other spacers and links, etc. But this is the bulk of what we're hoping to get through this week. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Again, you'll start seeing these on the website today. We'll start with like the agate beads and the findings, and then you'll see pearls and shell beads. And then we'll move into bead caps, spacers, and anything else we have time for this week. But thank you so much for hanging out with us today and just taking a little behind the scenes peek at what we're working on. I really appreciate you being here. Please feel free to like and subscribe. We will be back very soon with some more fun sneak peeks and tutorials for you, including a sneak peek at the May bargain bead box. So yeah, just thank you again for being here. Always appreciate you, and happy beading.